Hey guys, here's again a quick update. Today is Friday. Actually, it's Friday evening right now, and I worked a little bit from the last update that we got. So, what I was currently working on was actually trying to make the bot. So, if you were following the blog, you could have seen that I got the 3D print and started putting all the electronics together. So, this is how it looks a little bit. It's very crude right now, in a way, not properly. But let me just go through what I'm doing and what I'm planning to do here. So apparently I'm using Arduino Pro Micro, which is a Spark version, but here in China I got a Chinese version, which was actually not a very good idea, because I was planning to draw the servo motor's power from the raw VCC, not the VCC but the raw, which is the power that comes from the USB directly. Um, Here somewhere you can just see it's like VCC is like the 5 volts after the voltage gets converted, and V raw is like whatever is raw voltage is supplied to the microcontroller before going to the voltage regulator. It's the input that's I was supposed to use, but then like it couldn't even drive two servos at the same time. One servo was working pretty fine, like when I tried the sweep test, which is actually the first thing that everybody does maybe when they put servos. It wasn't able to rotate or use the two servos from the USB power, which was like 5 volts. But the current I checked was drawing a lot, and there was a risk my computer even got shut down once, and so it wasn't working. So the planning of putting 1 volt, one power supply for the whole system was ditched immediately. So I put a second one, a second power supply. So it's kind of a thing that goes in there, an external power supply, which is like 5 volts, but gives you like 1 milliamps current draw. So that's kind of like very good for the servos. I mean, they can go for 4 volts, but what they actually draw is the current. They have a huge current rating. So currently it's working with this one, but then like it's a wall wart. But I would be actually replacing it with maybe a LiPo battery. With the convenient, I'm contacting a guy who actually locally manufactures the LiPo batteries. So like you give him your requirements, the current and voltage and the shape, size, materials, and everything, and he does it for you. So yeah, I'm in the process of getting the battery, which could actually fit inside this. So that's the plan for now. Um, but Pro Micro, external power supply, internal power supply, and two servos. So the servos actually work now, and then I've put two small limit switches. So if you, I don't know if you guys can see it here, it's like one limit switch in there. Um, so wait, it's really hard for me to. Okay, so you have a limit switch here. So it gets kind of pressed every time your servo moves over. It gets pressed and sends it. Oh shit! It'd be sending a signal to our software, processing software, serial. So the plan is also to put a Bluetooth. I was fiddling around a little bit, so it's just like put it together now and like just a dummy program. Kind of works. So this is where the fingers would go for selecting, for rejecting, I mean accepting and rejecting. Here two fingers or stylus or whatever would go. Every time it gets it acts, either select or reject. It sends a signal back to the processing sketch, saying that okay, so I have selected. Feed me a new picture. I mean, start your next task. So every time it selects or rejects, a new picture is fed in the Tinder, and then after a certain time, the processing takes again a snap back. So it's kind of a confirmation button that yeah, I have done my work. I have selected. Now you do your stuff. So that's why these limit switches. If either of them are on, it gets a signal. So that's kind of as simple as program as that. On the contrary, from the processing side, it will also get a signal like left or right to activate either of the servos. Like if it's accepted, then activate the right one. If it's rejected, activate the left one. So it's kind of that simple kind of program. So let me just give you a short demo of like thing that kind of works. It was not a very big achievement, but like given the fact that like after office hours we had a summer Friday kind of, so half day, and right now it's 6, so works pretty well. So let's see. Kind of like I've made a dummy program to, if I send 2 via serial, one of the servos will get activated and press the limit switch, and it will throw back also the data on serial. Oh, um, let's see. That's kind of strange. Um, oh, now I know. I don't have the power adapter on this. Um, okay, we are back. So let's try to give you a demo again. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, follow up. You're gonna see that it's okay. Done. Done. So it's happening so fast. Actually, I can't see the limit switches being pressed. If you see it here, maybe from an angle. Let's see. Yeah, you see, that's like it's pressing the, and the other one is also gonna be something like, so there's the switch tab. So I'm sending it 3 for activating the right one. Great. So, well, today after this, I'm going for a party now. I'm gonna work some of it tomorrow if I get some time. Have fun, guys. Have a nice weekend.